Hello everyone, this is CA Samiksha Sethia. Welcome to the 5th class of our Let's Update Audit series. In this Let's Update Audit series, we are covering the differential portion of the ICAI study material. That means whatever new is there in the new study material, the new concepts, new questions, new examples and illustrations, all of that we are going to cover in this series. I have already shared with you 4 chapters, that is chapter number 1 to chapter number 4. If you have not watched that, उसका link इस वीडियो के description box में आपको मिल जाएगा, so you can watch those chapters also. If you want to download these notes, you can also click on the link which is given in the description box. All the chapters notes you can download it from there. In this lecture, I am going to discuss with you chapter number 5, that is fraud and the auditor's responsibilities. So let's start. In this particular chapter, the institute has not introduced any new concepts or examples, but कुछ नए questions हैं, correct incorrect questions and theoretical questions that we are going to discuss. ठीक है? So the first question, see, unusual delays by the entity in providing requested information shows problematic or unusual relationships between the auditor and management. If the management is not providing the requested information to the auditor, of course they are not cooperating with the auditor. They are not allowing the auditor to maintain his or her professional skepticism, which is a limitation to the scope of audit. Hence, it also denotes that there is a problematic relationship between auditor and the management. So this statement is correct. Next question, in comparing management fraud with employee fraud, the auditor's risk of failing to discover the fraud is less for management fraud. The auditor's risk of failing to discover the fraud is less for management fraud. Actually, the risk of not detecting management fraud is greater because the management may employ certain methods which the auditor may not be able to determine. The management may override the controls. तो एम्प्लॉय फ्रॉड्स जो होते हैं वो कम लेवल के होते हैं, वो डिस्कवर करना ऑडिटर के लिए इजी है. द रिस्क ऑफ नॉट डिटेक्टिंग मैनेजमेंट फ्रॉड्स इज ग्रेटर देन दैट ऑफ नॉट डिटेक्टिंग एम्प्लॉय फ्रॉड्स. सो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. Next question, excessive interest by management in maintaining or increasing the entity's inventory price or earnings trend is an example of fraud risk factor related to opportunities. So actually this example is a fraud risk factor related to rationalization or attitude of the management. Because opportunity means that the nature of the entity or the nature of the financial reporting framework, it is such which gives an opportunity. The loophole in the systems are such which give opportunity to employees or management to commit fraud. But in this case, the attitude of the management is such that they are increasing the inventory price and later on they'll be able to justify or rationalize the same. Hence it is related to rationalization. एक बार inventory price उन्होंने excessively increase कर दिया ताकि earnings जो entity का वो increase हो जाए. Later on they'll be able to justify the same. So that is related to attitude of the management. Next, misstatements in the financial statements can arise from fraud only. As we all know that misstatements can arise due to fraud and error. So the difference between fraud and error is only the intention behind the action. If the omission or the mistake, if the omission or the misstatement is committed intentionally, we call it fraud. But if it is done unintentionally, उसको हम कहते हैं error. चलिए next देखिए. Misappropriation of assets involves the theft of an entity's assets and is often perpetrated by employees in relatively large and material amounts. Misappropriation of asset generally होता है by employees in smaller and immaterial amounts. ठीक है. Fraudulent financial reporting जो होता है ना वो बड़े बड़े अमाउंट का होता है. Management frauds जो होते हैं वो बड़े अमाउंट के होते हैं. ये सारे small immaterial amounts के होते हैं in general. ठीक है. An auditor conducting an audit in accordance with SAs is responsible for obtaining absolute assurance that the FS taken as a whole are free from material misstatement. Of course we know ऐसे 200 हमसे कहता है that there are certain inherent limitations to audit due to which the auditor can only obtain a reasonable level of assurance but not an absolute assurance. So this statement is incorrect. कुछ theoretical questions है वो भी देख लेते हैं. Explain the scope of a company auditor's inquiry on fraud matters as enshrined in the Company's Auditor's Report Order 2020, that is CARO 2020. तो इस चैप्टर में बेसिकली कोई नया कॉन्सेप्ट एज सच नहीं था, ना ही कोई नए एग्जाम्पल थे, बट येस कारो 2020 के वजह से जो फ्रॉड रिपोर्टिंग में चेंज आ जाएगा, दैट इज an amendment in this chapter, but that we'll be covering in the company audit chapter. I'm not discussing it separately here, but since there was a question, we have taken this question is regarding the scope of inquiry. In CARO 2016, clause number 10 of paragraph 3 was related to fraud reporting. CARO 2020 में clause 11 एक clause increase हो गया because you know that CARO 2020 में काफी सारे नए clauses add हुए हैं. So clause number 11 is related to fraud reporting. Now clause 11 states that the auditor needs to report all the frauds which have been noticed or reported during the year. सिर्फ इंक्वायरी किन फ्रॉड्स के लिए करनी है, मुझे कोई डिटेक्ट नहीं करने हैं फ्रॉड्स, मुझे इंक्वायरी करनी है ऑन फ्रॉड्स विच हैव बीन नोटिस्ड और रिपोर्टेड ड्यूरिंग द ईयर इन द कंपनी. सेकेंड, if the auditor has reported any frauds in form number ADT4, in form number ADT4 कौन से सेक्शन के अंदर करते हैं ये मैम, सेक्शन नंबर 143 subsection 12. So if the auditor has reported any fraud to the central government, of course that need to be taken into consideration. And thirdly, any complaints from whistleblowers, that also need to be considered. Next question, during the statutory audit of a public limited company, XYZ Limited, its auditor Mr. Bajaj, the engagement partner of Bajaj Chopra and Associates, encounters some exceptional circumstance that brings into question his ability to continue performing the audit while suspecting a fraud arising from material misstatement. Explain the steps to be taken in such a case. So when a fraud brings into question the auditor's ability to continue the engagement, उस केस में ऑडिटर को डिटर्मिन करना होगा अपना प्रोफेशनल एंड लीगल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू कम्युनिकेट द सेम टू द अपॉइंटिंग अथॉरिटी. क्या कोई लॉ ऐसा कहता है या मेरा प्रोफेशनल ऑब्लिगेशन है कि जिन्होंने मुझे अपॉइंट किया उसको मैं इस फ्रॉड के बारे में बताऊं? नंबर वन. सेकेंडली, द ऑडिटर शुड कंसिडर विड्रॉल फ्रॉम द एंगेजमेंट. एंड इफ द ऑडिटर डिसाइड्स टू विड्रॉ फ्रॉम द एंगेजमेंट, अगेन आपको डिटर्मिन करना होगा आपका प्रोफेशनल एंड लीगल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. Should you communicate this to the appointing authority, the reasons for your withdrawal? After doing that, you can withdraw from the engagement. So these are the steps that we need to take as per SA 240. Next question, inadequate internal control over assets. Inadequate internal control. So when we are answering the question, एक word अपने को अच्छे से पढ़ना है. Inadequate internal control over assets may increase the susceptibility of misappropriation of those assets. Enlist some examples of such circumstance. तो अगर कंट्रोल्स वीक हैं तो असेट्स स्टील होने का प्रोबेबिलिटी विल इंक्रीज, द रिस्क राइजेस, राइट. तो ऐसे कौन से केसेस हैं जहां पे कंट्रोल्स वीक हैं? से फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज इनएडिक्वेट सेग्रीगेशन ऑफ ड्यूटीज. जो एम्प्लॉय इन्वेंट्रीज इशू कर रहा है वही इन्वेंट्रीज रिसीव करता है, वही इन्वेंट्रीज का रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन करता है, तो इजीली दैट पर्सन कैन मिस अप्रोप्रिएट, स्टील फ्यू इन्वेंट्रीज, नोबडी विल एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज सारा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उसी का है. इनएडिक्वेट रिकॉर्ड कीपिंग, प्रॉपरली रिकॉर्ड्स नहीं मेंटेन हो रहे हैं. लैक ऑफ प्रॉपर फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी ऑफ असेट्स, ठीक है. लैक ऑफ पॉलिसीज रिलेटिंग टू मैंडेटरी ऑफ्स, ठीक है. बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज के अंदर मैंडेटरी ऑफ का प्रोविजन होता है कि एम्प्लॉय को 10 दिन के लिए या 15 दिन के लिए छुट्टी लेनी ही पड़ेगी. ड्यूरिंग दैट पीरियड द वर्क ऑफ दैट एम्प्लॉय इज डन बाय सम अदर पर्सन. तो अगर इसने कुछ घपला किया तो वो पकड़ा जाएगा. बट इफ देयर इज नो सच पॉलिसी ऑफ मैंडेटरी लीव्स, द फ्रॉड्स विल नेवर बी डिस्क्लोज्ड. इसी तरह से कई और एग्जाम्पल हैं इनअप्रोप्रिएट इनएडिक्वेट कंट्रोल्स के विच इंक्रीजेस द ससेप्टेबिलिटी ऑफ द असेट्स बीइंग मिसअप्रोप्रिएटेड. Next question, in an audit of financial statements of PQR Limited, CA Vikas Khemka finds that the cash receipts have been suppressed. Give examples of such techniques which may have led him to suspect this. तो अगर कैश रिसीट सप्रेस हुए हैं तो ऐसी कौन कौन सी सर्कमस्टांस उसने देखी होगी विच लेड हिम टू बिलीव दैट यस कैश सप्रेशन हैज बीन डन. सो ऑल दीज एग्जाम्पल्स मैंने यहाँ पे लिख दिए हैं. टीमिंग एंड लेडिंग, एडजस्टिंग फिक्टिशियस रिबेट्स, नॉट अकाउंटिंग फॉर रिसीट्स, incomplete recording of receipts, writing down assets and misappropriating receipts from their sale. एक्चुअल में असेट बेच दिया बट बुक्स में दिखाया कि असेट को राइट ऑफ किया या राइट डाउन किया एंड उसका जो रिसीट्स था उसको मिसअप्रोप्रिएट कर लिया. राइटिंग ऑफ डेट्स फॉर विच कैश हैज बीन रिसीव्ड. इफ देयर वाज अ डेटर से मिस्टर ए मेड द पेमेंट बट मैंने जो पेमेंट रिसीव किया मैंने उसको अपने पॉकेट में डाल दिया और बुक्स में ये दिखा दिया कि मिस्टर ए का बैड डेट हो गया, आई हैव रिटन ऑफ द बैड डेट. ठीक है, चलिए. एनलिस्ट द इंस्टेंसेस विच इंड्यूस मैनेजमेंट और एम्प्लॉइज टू कमिट फ्रॉड. तो मैनेजमेंट एम्प्लॉय लोग फ्रॉड क्यों कमिट करते हैं? आइदर दे आर हैविंग सम फाइनेंशियल ऑब्लिगेशन, सम प्रेशर, or they have some incentive to commit fraud, or they have an opportunity which something which provides them an opportunity, कोई loophole है to commit fraud, or if they want a big name, और बड़ा नाम जल्दी कमाने के लिए मुझे गलत रास्ता अपनाना पड़ रहा है, name game. If my goals are unrealistic, I want to make my profits 100 times the next year. If I want to do any such thing, I'll have to manipulate the records and information, right? तो इस तरह से these are some instances which induce the management or employees to commit frauds. Last question देखो यहाँ पे. Fraudulent financial reporting often involves management override of controls that otherwise may appear to be operating effectively. Explain some techniques by which fraud can be committed by management overriding of controls. So management may record some fictitious journal entries. They may adjust the accounting assumptions in a manner which increases the earnings or in a manner which reduces the earnings and hence the tax. They might also make some complex transactions. They might make inappropriate assumptions to subjective matters. They might also change the controls, or you can say override the controls, bypass the controls that have been implemented. इस तरह से वो लोग fraudulent financial reporting कर सकते हैं, right? So this way we have completed the additional part of this chapter, that is chapter number 5. In the next lecture, I'll be discussing the changes or the additions that have been made to the chapter number 6 in the institute study material. Okay? If you have any query related to this, do write down in the comment section below. I'll get in touch with you. And how to download the notes, I have already provided the link in the description box. वहाँ से आप notes download कर सकते हैं. If you think that this video might be helpful to your friends who are going to appear for the examinations, do share with them. And if you found it helpful, do like this video. Thank you so much everyone. See you in the next video.